Perfect, say the admin, so cool. Okay, we are good to go.
Yep. Going into game one of a best of 5 series between Knuschelbär and Conquerer999, starting off on Grand Chaco. This is part of the round of 8 of the playoffs of the ESOC weekend tournament series.
Yep, exactly. Knusch is playing as China in the top of the map, and Conqueror is gonna play India on the bottom of the map.
Yeah, so I know we were talking pre-game that this is kind of an interesting pick, but I just want to reiterate it. The Knuschelbär was the one who clicked into this matchup, or basically switched into China after seeing the India from Conqueror. He could play this matchup, but it's not a matchup that you tend to see, especially on their TP maps. So we're interested in seeing what he's going to be going for here.
Yeah, I agree. I guess both players are scouting, trying to find as many llamas as they can.
On a map like this, it is good to have those two scouts. Looks like the llamas spawn mostly in the middle. So Conqueror got a pair right there, and he's got another 2 that he's almost in range of.
Yeah, until now he
4
gets
total.
all the
Or
llamas
6,
possible.
wow. And unfortunately, Knuschelbär, I think he's going to pick up these 2 over on the north of the map, but that's going to be it for him.
Yeah. Well, that's still better than nothing, but not the best, of course. So it was a coin start. I believe that is something that is not really useful for each of these players.
Yeah. I mean, for China, I guess their crates very rarely change, right? So they were 200 food, 300 wood.
Yeah.
So they don't care too much. For India, though, yeah, it's definitely not as good to get a coin start.
I mean, you could go market with India, but you're gonna age so late after that.
Right. India is one of those civs where I think it's really easy to just 7 minutes into the game if you're not on point with your macro.
Yeah, so Dictator is taking 100 XP treasure. It's gonna get his shipment a bit faster. Just checking the deck.
Knuschelbär Miles is going for this 100 food treasure in the middle. Quickly, there's another one down in the south, which I think both players passed, but neither one had too much interest in taking yet.
Yeah. What do you think of China deck? There's a lot of mercenaries.
Pretty interesting. So, the Rotten Shields, that H2 one, I probably wouldn't look into it too much. I think it's maybe just a throwaway card.
Yeah.
It is typical. Iron Troops are, I think, a little bit controversial. They're a really, really strong unit that seems to counter everything.
Yeah.
They do have a little bit of. It can be hard to like squeeze them in into a build. They're very strong when they're working, but sometimes I think they don't work out too well. 26 Rottens, that's not a card we see too often. So I'm interested in seeing if it goes to E4 and if he could.
Yeah, you don't see that often. Maybe you can see that if you check an ASM string.
Probably only see it in A's. Actually, I remember like one of the first games I played against A's back in 2016. He was doing, and he rushed me with the natives on that map, which I think are the Rotten Shields or maybe a unit similar to it. And I just had no idea how to respond.
It's 2 Ps. Yeah, it's... Oh, alright, I see. On the map, the natives are quite bad to do some sort of troll strat.
Alright, so Knuschelbär is aging up with pretty typical Summer Palace. Meanwhile, Conqueror is putting an aggro forward, but maybe not too forward. So he's not going for a 10-10 or any sort of rush like that right now.
Yeah.
Probably going to be putting down some aggression, but maybe not going all in.
Definitely not, especially since he's only putting 1 win on his aggro, so he's not gonna age that fast.
That will basically the question at this point will be, okay, is Knuschelbär going to try to play this out in H2, or is he going to go for an H3? And then if he does go for H3, is Conqueror going to try to punish that? He do so.
Yeah. I don't really know how well China perform in H2 versus India, because that's not something you often see.
I do know that there are builds that you can do as China to play it out in H2. They're pretty all in a sense, because you're basically sending all your cards, all your unit cards, 3 in a row, and it only really works in that trading post map. Can happen, but I think seeing as it's not a trading post map, seeing as Conqueror's not going too aggressive, I think that Knuschelbär is just going to go for an H3 play.
Yeah, probably. Did you see that China shipped this weird card that gives a trickle of a bit of every resources?
Free lost? Yeah, that's an interesting one. Oh, and that's what he sent first too. Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't went for the typical northern refugee shipment.
It looks like what he did here was, so normally China would chop 100 wood to get their extra village, to get 2 villagers, and then when they send northern refugees, they're basically just sending a 3 villager card. But here he only made 1 village, so he didn't have to chop for that extra 100 wood to age a little faster. That is pretty cool. I think he's gearing up to age really fast, right? He's already got enough to age.
He's gonna click in anytime soon right now. But Conqueror is shipping 5 seapoys and just going in.
Right. What you really want to do as India is to punish the age up in that you can maybe prevent, like if you have a good timing, maybe you can get in before they've collected enough resources and you can delay that age up. Yeah. But in this case, that's not happening. So this may not work out too well for Conqueror.
Yeah, he's gonna try to delay the age up time as much as he can. Oh, picking up 1 wheel, he's pretty good.
Good for him. He did lose a couple seapoys. Not too bad, though.
Oh, he's making a few Gurkhas. And I'm pretty sure Knuschelbär got the shipment on the way. Oh, another wheel going down.
Yeah. A little bit of an unnecessary, whatever it's called. It didn't quite need to push that one out. The seapoy were definitely moving in, but...
Yeah.
I think... Yeah, there's not a lot of seapoy left, so I think this can work out.
With which wonder China is going to age? It's the porcelain tower. Okay, so he's going greedy actually.
I think this is still pretty typical. I think there are people who maintain that you should never age with the skirmishers to H3. It's always better to use porcelain tower. Like no matter, even if they have 30 seapoy in your base, just go porcelain tower.
Yeah, otherwise your eco is just a bit too weak, I believe. Shipping 700 wood right now. Alright. Guess he's gonna make a consulate from this and maybe some village, a market or so.
I guess the only word for it is, it's pretty greedy, right? He's doing porcelain tower, shipping 700 wood, even though there were units in his base. But it's worked out pretty well for him. I think his lost a couple of villagers, but it was not bad. He was able to save most of them without an issue.
Yeah, how much he lost? Yeah, two villagers for 10 seapoys is okay.
He did lose another one just there. Conqueror did a good play right there.
Yeah.
By having those set up.
Had to be careful with this one also.
We'll keep it hidden enough.
And you can see that Conqueror didn't went really all in with his seapoy and military production, but he got quite a few market upgrades, and he set it up his consulate onto auto and just ship the villas right now.
Yeah, I mean, in Conqueror's position now, he's got to be feeling a little concerned. He didn't really do much damage. I mean, he got 3 villagers, which is it's not. He didn't win the game off that. He's now an age down against a lot of Chinese shipments coming in. I don't know if he wants to continue to play this out in H2. It's certainly possible.
I think he's a bit stuck right now. I feel if he were aging right now, he would get punished for this. On the other hand,
I'd agree. Yeah, he's sort of stuck in H2, but it's not great to be playing in H down as any civ. India might be the best one to do it because they have the dragoons, the dragoon type unit.
Yeah,
I think it's possible he'll just get rolled over by a bunch of Chinese units.
Probably, especially H3 China Cav is really good. But as you were saying, like India didn't really made enough damage. Like he didn't even burn a single infrastructure. He killed a few villas, right? But he didn't also force a unit shipment. Like China was able to go greedy.
For the territorial armies, the one that skirms and sword guys.
Yeah. Cheng Daos and Arquebusiers.
That's a really good stomp.
Yeah.
That actually worked out. Okay, so this fight's been working pretty well. Another really good stomp there. There's still a pretty good block of cav left, but okay, yeah, that's...
Oh, those 11 Cheng Daos gonna clean everything. Nice pop from this village. A bit of overcommitment from Conqueror, pushing straight into this village, knowing that a unit shipment could pop anytime soon.
I mean, I think he had that fight well microed in the sense that he had the right units on the right other units. He had his cav on the skirms, which is not ideal usually, but there are just so many units for China, right? They got 2 big shipments.
Because this is what China does. Well, he still got a much better eco right now, but I feel China just got better units, so...
Yeah, I think, I mean, that is a substantial economic lead. What is it, 18 villagers?
Yeah.
But he is going to be in a lot of trouble just trying to keep this stable up, keeping this aggro up. I don't think he's going to be able to keep either. I think as the game continues, right, even if you have a lot of units, China can keep shipping in units to make up for that deficit and produce units produce better units. We're in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, there's a little bit of freezing stuff.
But after
3 sour pop getting caught a bit. Auto Minuteman.
We can call it, yeah. I think this is an okay position for Knuschelbär still because...
Yeah, that's a good spot to engage for China.
It's hard for the cav to get in, and meanwhile Conqueror doesn't really have a lot of anti-cav.
Yeah. Well, China doesn't have that much either. Imagine like a 10 Tiger Claw pop right now. Could be really good. Oh, 5 more sowers. Alright, in fact, I think Conqueror is gonna clean that.
It was interesting, I think... Oh, okay, now the Forbidden Army coming in from the north, and I think that's gonna leave Knuschelbär... Right, he's not gonna lose the game now, which he was in danger of having happened to him.
And he's got a lot of infantry reinforcement coming in.
I think he might have just let the Changdao go off a little bit too much on their own and not save them up for the Sour Pup coming. I think he's in a good position now.
Yeah. Indian Minutemen. 5 more sowers. But there's the batch of redcoats plus some pikes for China. I don't think that... maybe with the reinforcing Gurkhas.
Army coming in, and I think that's still going to be good here.
Still going to be a bit tough. He's got the sowers on the redcoats, and yeah, they're gonna melt.
So, right, I mean, this is maybe not too bad for India yet. I mean, he's losing this fight clearly, but the army's been reset a little bit for China.
Also, India is shaping unit upgrades and crates, while China is shaping units more and more. So I believe if India can somehow survive long enough with his eco-lead, he might be able to win the game in the long run.
If you maintain that 18 villager advantage,
Yeah,
which he's continued to do, and you don't die, you're in great shape.
yeah,
Right, and so far, I mean, he's lost a lot of units, but he's not dead yet. There's not a lot of siege potential
yeah.
right here with these skirmishers. There's only a cav.
And he still got this aggro fort, and that's quite good actually because he's still getting a bit of mag control.
And then another unit upgrade.
These waves are already exposed. Same for this one. They're gonna get readied.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, this might be bad then.
Yeah, especially with the iron flames. Like they kill Vil so much, like a Kuvira would do. 5 Zams to save the day.
I mean, you got. So it's not maybe a complete disaster. I mean, he lost a lot of villagers there.
Yeah. Well, he's still ahead by 10 Vils, but the eco gap just is closing more and more. And like, I feel losing these few Vils for this China cav was a good trade for China overall.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a great trade. Oh, and that one missed meteor hammer is actually still going in, and that can be. I think that you can just punch it to death, but if you're not paying attention, it could be.
Oh yeah, you can kill him quite easily, I believe. Oh, but that could be painful.
That's gonna go pretty badly too. I mean, all these.
He lost one.
That's the economic lead.
Oh, nice catch. Well, I think Knuschelbär didn't scout these wheels. And India is gonna have a wall just to prevent those raids. I like this play.
It's a really cool thing to do. That we don't see a lot of players doing it, but it's actually really effective.
Oh wow, he's gonna lose those 5 wheels. And after losing them, actually the eco is gonna be even.
Yeah, actually a little bit of maybe a bit of a misstep by Conqueror there, because he knew that the villagers were seen here on the Iron troops, but there's too many units around. I don't think.
Yeah,
going to work.
And Iron troops for China just gonna be so good versus H2 India.
I think. I mean, at the moment, there's maybe not too much Changdao out for Knuschelbär, which gives Conqueror a small window here. If he has, I guess, 20 SORs, which he does.
Oh, he's gonna get 2 more VLs there.
Look at this, there's 20 SORs going in, and there's not actually a lot of anti-cap. This could go really well for...
Yeah, actually, you're right. There's like 6 spies. Yeah. But they're gonna get cleaned. Minutemen from the second TC to save the day.
I think Conqueror might have just brought himself back into the game with that. I mean, that was a great fight.
Oh yeah.
That's still a lot of SOR left up.
Yeah, that's really
only
good
a few
fights.
Iron troops, but that's not going to be enough. Yeah.
Well, China is ahead in eco right now, but yeah, he lost almost all his army.
The scores just evened out, right? Which is a sign that Conqueror made a great play right there.
Yeah, definitely.
It was pretty much even, but now the army advantage is decisively in Conqueror's favor.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see what India is gonna do right now. Is he gonna just siege the TC? I feel it's not the best play you can do. Maybe raid with a few SORs would be a bit better. Try to idle China, because he got no siege in this army. So if he wants to take down this TC, it's gonna take quite some time, and it might be the best way to China to get back into his army deficit right now.
It is a little expensive to be sieging this town center. It's going to take both a lot of time and a lot of units.
Yeah, and it's... I don't want to say only, but it's 500 wood building, so... It's not the best trade you could get, I believe, at this point.
I think, yeah, the promise is that if you take this town center down, you're going to get almost all the villagers in there, of which there's at least 10.
I didn't notice
So-
that there is at least 10. Oh, there's 13 villager in this.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, I just saw what that number at the bottom right means.
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
so-
I wasn't aware of this function until now.
Thank you, Waves.
Yeah.
A little bit of dancing around here. There's not a lot of cav out for China, but it's enough to keep India afraid of one.
Yeah, it's just buying time, catching like this with his cav. If you check the shipment, you can see now that China is starting to send some upgrades, while India has got nothing more useful to send and just send 700 food,
See, yeah.
which is not
Yeah,
the
it's
best.
at the point where you probably needs to age at this point. Around 20 minutes is where you're out of shipments.
Yeah,
Units coming in, and look, the villagers are being evacuated, I think.
yeah,
Well, Conqueror didn't notice in time, and he's not going to get any of them.
yeah. I believe China is gonna sack a few units to try to protect them.
Not a needed sacrifice there, right? He could have pulled those units all back.
Yeah.
Because the villagers were
Oh
doing
wow,
just fine.
he's just sacking all his anti-cav right now. I don't understand his play. Like, I really feel India should just push right now. Like, could try to kill all these Chinese army or try to deny resources there maybe.
What China's trying to do, I think he had the mind to move down, maybe take some of these villagers over here. It looks like he's pulling back, and he doesn't quite have a plan.
Yeah,
It's getting this village, but yeah, I think he can be a little bit more aggressive about keeping China off resources.
yeah, of course, because yeah, it's only one village. Like, of course, it's a shipment point, and you want to protect this gold mine. But on the other hand, it's not like killing this village gonna pop Knuschelbär or something. You still have like 40 population space for free, so not sure about about this village. I think it's just the safest play to just protect your villagers.
A couple villagers here, which is nice. Got one there.
Yeah. So
For another village, it's maybe not too effective. I mean, at best, it's nice because it's guaranteed damage.
yeah,
Pretty safe to take
Yeah,
this
I agree.
village. It's maybe not necessarily the best thing he could be doing right now. It's not extending his lead by that much.
yeah, I agree. I really feel India doesn't want China to mass a lot of units right now. I like what he's doing with his goons, like just taking advantage of the fact that China army is a bit slow because they have no goons, so you can goon raid pretty well.
Okay, yeah, he might get a couple there. Or,
He's gonna
well,
get
okay,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
just getting that last one. Just be a little bit careful here. His army is a bit split.
Yeah.
That is India's army. These so are up to the north. Didn't catch these villagers down on this mine path. He's gonna get that village, which is nice because I actually will pop India or will pop China. But
Yeah, that's a bit a
surprised
shame
he
for
didn't catch
India.
the villagers
That's
over there. Yeah.
yeah, the village is empty, unfortunately for him. I think we're gonna see a few battles over there, and when the resources run out, I think the battlefield's gonna move onto this location, or maybe not. Actually, we might see a big fight right now.
Sorry, coming in from the north. A little bit of freezing there, but I think it doesn't have that many units right now. There's some.
Oh, yeah, and the swords
Chang'an,
are
but it's
just
not that much.
just melting through the Chengdaos.
The Zimbaraks need to be on the cap. There's not a lot of cap for China.
Yeah.
But in from the top, I think actually that's going to be it. There's no Changdao left.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a few, but they were in cover mode. The old battle. Wow,
GG right
GG.
there.
It was a really good game.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, I really thought India was really losing, but he got some really good catches and took really good trades versus China. And yeah,
I mean,
at some point, China has no more army to send. No more army shipment, I mean.
China had a couple of really strong positions, right? He had a better army for a lot of it. He got the economic parity at some point with great raids, but at some point he just didn't have any Chang'da with his army with a full light infantry mass, and kind of fell apart after that. Around 17 minutes in is where it really started to go badly for Knuschelbär there.
Yeah. Yeah, really well played by both players. Was a close game. I'm just checking the graph really quick. Wow, India outgathered China so much.
See it, yeah.
That might be explained by the fact that a lot of Chinese bears were idle in the TC while India was sieging it. If you look at the military graph, you can see that at 17 minutes, like Knuschelbär had way more stuff, but the trade was insane for India actually. He lost like 5 units for at least 37 in Chinese units, so that's really good trade. And then he was ahead until the end of the game.
Yeah, that fight went extremely well for Conqueror right there.
Did a good job at recover after losing the first big fight.
Right. Yeah. I think solid play from both players. I really liked how Conqueror was able to manage that crisis.
Yeah.
Played pretty patiently despite losing a lot of fights. And then just suddenly came out with a 20 SOAR, not exactly like a 10 SOAR pop in addition to his 10 SOARs, and then just went on there too. So just notified the players about the next and vetoes. So Conqueror is going to veto one map of the set. Then Knuschelbär will pick out of the remaining 6.
Exactly, yeah.
And then Conqueror picks a Civ, Knuschelbär counterpicks. I don't know if maps. So they played on Grand Chaco. I don't know if Knuschelbär is allowed to then repick.
No, he can only pick into the 5 remaining maps.
Okay, I see. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be Fertile Crescent.
I kind of forget what this map is like. Is this the one? Oh, okay. Wait, I see it right here. Okay. Yeah. So this is map that's been in the rotation, I guess, about a year now. What are we in right now? This is. So I think this started around spring 18 or spring 17.
I'm not really aware about that. I will just trust in you.
In spring 17 or autumn 17 that this first came into the tournament rotation, and then I think after that we saw it a lot. Like it seemed to appear, and I somehow I remember like every tournament game I watched was on a Fertile Crescent map.
Oh, all right.
It's a pretty interesting map.
Yeah, I really like this one. There's a lot of stuff you can do in this map. Sometimes the TP line doesn't spawn like crossed as it seems on the pick, but yeah, overall you can probably raid a lot on this map, and well,
there's definitely a lot of opportunities to catch off people with all the rivers. It's really to like, get really devastating raids.
Yeah, definitely. You could probably try to bait your opponent to make a move and just try to catch his army separated or something.
So yeah, it looks like Conqueror picked France. Always a solid pick on any map.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the most versatile civs you can pick. So as a first pick, it should be really good.
This is where they maybe don't counter too much, but they don't get countered by too much either.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
We need them to be. It's a solid pick. And the Knuschelbär looks like he's countering Dutch. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a really classic matchup.
See it pretty often. Dutch. So I know Dutch have been changed a lot, or rather, they were changed over multiple iterations of VP. But I think in the latest iteration, they are kind of the same as RE now.
Yeah, except that they got one more bank in Colonial. They can make one more bank.
Yeah, which is a pretty good buff. But yeah, I know the bank changes in terms of their cost. So it's been moving. It's been changed several times, and now it's just back to 350.
Yeah, definitely. So we got Conqueror playing as France in the bottom side of the map, and Knusch counterpicking with Dutch in the color green top of the map. This is a good start, so I believe this is very good for France. Much better for France than it is for Dutch.
Like France is going to be going for the trading post like right away, I think, and then yeah, Knuschelbär meanwhile responding with the market, also taking advantage of the wood start, but maybe not the same way that as France is able to do.
Yeah, was really quickly checking the Huns. Huns are really fine, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah.
So I really like how this map spawned for France actually, because you can easily take a stagecoach on your side without being really disturbed by colonial Dutch.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
When the map is crossed, I mean, if you want to take the TP near the Dutch base, you're already exposed to an 8-byte shipment.
So do you think that in this matchup, Dutch is going to play it out in Colonial a little bit, or do you think both players are just kind of going to go into Fortress and then basically play a no rush 10 game?
Well, the standard play is to see some semi-FF from both civs, but sometimes you can catch a Dutch player a bit greedy, but with an H2 timing as France.
Are going to be picking up the 65 coin right now. France, I saw, just picked up 50 wood. I think he just crackshotted something for it. If we look at the treasure so far, Knuschelbär got a nice 100 food pickup earlier on.
Alright, so I believe Dutch is gonna H15 and France 14. Yeah, that's the standard way to do this. I'm pretty sure Dutch also scouted that, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna run straight to hit after. Yeah, that's exactly what is gonna happen, and there's gonna be a contention there.
Conqueror wants to continue to go for this. Yeah, okay, he sees it. He sees the envoy. He knows.
Yeah. I really believe he's not gonna take the risk, because he really needs his explorer for later.
Who's Conqueror's scout? He is France, right? So he has one.
Yeah, he's over there.
Okay.
Just patrolling.
Yeah. I don't know who would win between the envoy and the scout. Like, if it's envoy and explorer, it looks like actually the envoy wins.
Yeah,
really, never mind.
The envoy can win. But the native scout should always be able to run away because he's much faster.
So yeah, I'm wondering, like, if they went for the treasure contention on that 90 wood, and they both brought their extra scouts along, who would be able to make it out?
Well, Knusch hero is a bit lower on HP, so I believe Dutch shouldn't try to take this.
Both players aging up right now. Knuschelbär a little bit faster than Conqueror, but not too much faster.
Yeah, that's
I guess
usually
the next
how...
question is how many banks is he going to be making?
Yeah. Well, usually Dutch ages much faster than France, but sometimes France can catch up in age of time if he ages up with 13 wheels.
So France responding with its own market. Probably bugs, and then maybe we'll see steel traps after that. Yeah, hunting dogs coming in just now, and then Dutch responding with a bank.
Yeah, yeah, that's typical Dutch transition play. Oh, Conqueror stole the 90 wood treasure actually.
Yeah, I didn't even see that. Wow.
But he's gonna lose his hero for that. Yeah. If I were him, I would have tried to drop the TP ASAP just after taking the... But maybe he doesn't plan on trying to stagecoach right now. Maybe later, I don't know.
I mean, he was worried about to lose his Explorer, but I think he might
actually,
be okay now.
Yeah, this is gonna be close.
I think both players are just going to lose their Explorers.
Yeah.
But at the same time.
Yeah. Fair enough. So 2 forward CDVs for France actually. He's gonna make a forward stable.
Forward stable coming in.
And second bank for Dutch. Going a bit greedy, but as his age of time was way faster, I guess he can afford to do that.
700 wood as well. I think we'll see it. Yep, there's bank number 3 coming in. He's a bit of some food away from bank 4 just now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he just went for it. It doesn't look like he's in any... Okay, well there's the barracks.
Yeah, I feel like going 4th bank is a mistake. It's just way too greedy.
Barracks?
Oh,
the barracks placement is a little dangerous if you look at it. It's fine for the mine, but it's blocking these berries. So if he ever gets contained...
And yeah, it's also kind of blocking the mine. I hope he's not going to get spamming.
He puts a lot of villagers on the mine.
Yeah. So Rax.
Before went up with the wagon.
I'm not sure about that Rax. Whoa, it's freezing hell right now. Yeah, I don't like this Rax opening when you go bank wagon after 700 wood actually, because when you start Rax versus France, you want to get some pikes out with Dutch, and he's not gonna be able to get some because he spent all his wood to make banks, market, and houses also. So if you start, if you send bank wagon after 700 wood, I would like him to go stable actually, or just ship 700 wood and 600 wood and make 5 packs from this. Because now he lost the wheel.
So far.
Yeah, he called Minuteman and he got idle quite a lot, so that's a really good trade for Conqueror.
The Minuteman call might have been a bit
preemptive.
preemptive.
He shipped 8 pikes.
With the 8 pikes, I just wouldn't have bothered with the Minuteman. Minuteman will keep the Hussars off for now, but if the 8 pikes were already going to be doing that, I don't think it's needed to send both shipments.
Yeah. Well, Dictator made quite a few more huffs, so this 8 pack shipment gonna pay off, but imagine if he made like only 5 cav semi, or 4 cav because he get a batch of 4, he would have been in such a good position right now. Now Dutch is gonna...
And then actually getting cut out a little bit there. They're going to be all going down now. They got 1 Hussar off. Yeah, I'm liking Conqueror's splitting of these units.
Yeah. Almost got on the wheel. Oh, and Conqueror macro is a bit off right now. He could have Hage just after Dodge, but he's gonna bank a little bit too much gold right now.
Yeah, I saw Knuschelbär was just a little bit mismacroed, not significantly. He had to just make a single trade to buy food.
Yeah.
He's gonna be aging up pretty quickly here. Yeah, he was doing really well with the... I was really enjoying his micro of Hussars, but maybe didn't have quite enough attention to put it onto the villagers as well. He will be aging up pretty soon.
Yeah. He's adding a stable right now, but did you see if he chopped the wood or just buy it from his market? I believe he bought it, and that's not really efficient.
my guess would be he bought it. I think it's still a good trade at the moment. Another bit of an explorer action going on over on this right side.
Yeah. I don't like that he's pushing with his spies right now. Like he's letting his base without anti-cav, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna be able to siege the TP. Or maybe actually because Conqueror is aging a bit slow.
Let me get the trading post down.
I believe you can take this fight with the Arthurs, even if it's not really efficient.
So okay, so what he's going to try to do is do this trick where you pull off the hussars before.
Yeah, you need to micro that, but yeah, he's gonna. All his horse are low HP right now, and he's gonna lose. Oh yeah, 3-4 horse and get caught by the remaining riders.
So I knew what he was going for, but it's a really difficult thing to pull off, and I think
that's just
really
too
need
difficult,
perfect conditions in terms of lag as well to be able to manage that sort of hussar into pikes.
So now actually I really liked Dictator position, but I feel like he just wasted units for free right now, and that's really not something you want to do. You want to do.
The 7 hussars for 1 pike is not an ideal trade.
Wow, I don't like these 2 Falconer shipment. Just because he got nothing to protect them.
It's pretty aggressive here, yeah.
Oh, and now he's gonna lose all his skirms. Oh no, come on, just hide those 2 Falks. You can't afford to protect them right now. Knuschelbär could just run in with his reiters and snipe them for almost free.
Well, he does have the 8 skirm shipment coming in, and I think that might be enough to protect them. I mean, right, there's no
You're right.
anti-cav, but there's no cav either for Knuschelbär.
Yeah. I like this 1k wood from Knusch. If he scouted the 2 Falconet, actually, he could just go for an artillery foundry himself. With this wood, he's just...
I don't think he knows about it yet. And we don't see any artillery foundry on his end. Around from Knuschelbär too, putting these 2 CTB off the hunt right there.
Oh,
Cash
I didn't see that. Knusch just took the TP for himself. That's smart. Oh, he's gonna lose 2 CTB there if he's paying attention.
Missed it again, but okay, he's gonna go now.
Yeah.
Be careful, there's actually a lot more CDB over here.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Reuters don't kill CDB too quickly, so I think it's not going to be too bad. He might lose maybe 2 or 3
1 or 2.
Yeah,
I believe he's just gonna kill 1 and get back. That's the safest play.
Yeah, getting this trading post over down on the south side, but Conqueror is responding with taking the trading post of his own.
I really don't like this, because you're just showing your opponent that you got Falconet, and as a response you can see Knusch going for an artillery foundry himself. I really like Dutch position right now, and yeah, he's using his mobility to just siege the opposite TP.
Yeah, so 1 culverin coming in.
Oh, cool.
I don't think he'll make any more than that. I think 1 is perfectly sufficient, and it's you've done that.
Well, making 2 is a bit committing to go for artillery later, because if you can snipe the Falks and win the battle, then you can go for Falconet yourself.
Right. Yeah, but I think even if you only make 1 culverin, you've paid what 400 wood, 400 gold for a 1 fortress shipment, which is a good trade in and of itself. Good to see just 1 culverin coming out. And
just look at the shipment sense. Like Knusch went for the last two shipments were 1k wood and infantry combat, while for Dictator it was 8 skirms and 5 guns. Just showing how much Dutch is ahead right now.
It's gotta be a bit careful.
Yeah. Oh, please protect this curve. Okay, nice.
Yeah, the Culverin got a shot off on the Falconet, which was great, but then he needs to get a couple more shots off with that Culverin.
Yeah. I believe both of these players are really good with artillery micro, especially Dictator.
One of the best at artillery micro in the world right now, just from all of his treaty experience.
Like, you get quite a few volleys from these facts, so actually I think they paid off. Plus the fact that Knusch made an artillery foundry and throwing a curve just to deal with this is quite an accomplishment.
Maybe 2 Culverins would have been the correct decision.
I like how Knusch is smartly trying to annoy Dictator, keeping him busy, while poking with the skirms and sieging the TP.
Another pick off there. Losing just 1 skirmisher from that. He had the opportunity, if he wanted to just go all in on that Falconet, which was not protected as well. And just shoot it down, but I think he's content not to do that either. Just pick off a couple of skirms. He has a much bigger skirm match right now than France.
Yeah, and I like that Conqueror is going for the clear switch, because when they were fighting into Dutch base, Dutch lose quite a few writers.
Alright, that Culverin looks like it's in range of the Falconet right now.
Yeah, but he shot it. Yeah, he shot it down the skirm, so shoot, that's fine. Losing another CDB there.
Falconet is about to go down right there.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of clears out either. There's too many players. I think that this fight's just gonna go.
5 clears just not gonna do much. He's even focusing the Culverin right now, which is useless artillery right now, because there are some more facts to shoot on. Yeah.
Going build out of Knuschelbär and really strong play. I thought he did. He played that extremely well with the Culverin. Against Dictator, who's known for having a really great cannon micro. So taking the series back into 1-1 and
very well played by Dutch. How much bank did he? Oh, he was only on 4 banks. Okay, could have make a 5th one from this 1k wood, but I guess going artillery foundry is just safer.
It wasn't really an economic win for either player. They were both pretty even.
Yeah, Dutch just a little bit ahead.
I think it was good to take down those trading posts and for Knuschelbär, getting Conqueror down to 2, from 2 down to 1, and then later down to 0.
Yeah.
In fact, keeping Conqueror's economy somewhat smaller than it should be, really.
Yeah. Yeah, you were right.
The main story of this is this last fight here. After those Falconets go down, has so many more units. And,
it's just that Dutch got much more stuff for the game.
So I'm gonna go look at the next maps. So they played on Grand Chaco. And then they played on Fertile Crescent. So the remaining maps are Springs, Hudson Bay, Florida, and Alaska.
Yeah.
And I guess Vito's one of them. And then...
Okay, I need 30 seconds. Be right back.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, no problem. Vito, one of the maps, which can include Great Basin, which I know Conqueror Vito last time. So the Vito resets after each game. Kuvira will pick one of these maps to veto. I'll repaste it for Great Basin, Bonnie Springs, Hudson Bay, Florida, and Alaska. Conqueror will pick out of the remaining 4. Civ, Conqueror picks his. Knuschelbär goes for the Alaska beat-up, getting himself a drink.
Alright, I'm back.
So the players are... Knuschelbär went with the Alaska beat-up. He says he'll also be back pretty soon. Good. I mean, the players are pretty even. Definitely a lot more even... Or the matches so far have been much more even than the last series. And I think we could see this go all the way to Game 5 so far.
Could be an option, actually. So, no Alaska, alright.
So I'm wondering if Knuschelbär is going to switch to green again. Normally, I will always be on the green color, if I can get it. I mean, not as militantly as Chrissy is on pink, but I still like to get green.
Alright.
I mean, if I can't get it, I'll go to teal, but light blue. But then Conqueror took light blue, so I'd switch to yellow. Knuschelbär will stay on this dark blue, and I can go back to my normal color.
Okay, so the map is gonna be Bonnie Springs.
Okay. That's a map that I know he vetoed at the very start of the series. Nice to see it come out here. I guess not a lot of maps left to pick from. I guess of the remaining, let's see. So we see Great Basin, Bonnie Springs, Hudson Bay, and Florida. Hudson Bay and Florida are like kind of like standard maps in a sense.
Yeah.
Normal play, I would say. Great Basin, I actually am not too familiar with. But Bonnie Springs, I know, is a map that has caused a lot of controversy in the past.
Yeah. It's a weird map, to be honest.
Oh, okay, Great Basin, another, it's a somewhat normal map. It's got 4 trading posts, of which you could probably take 2 of them safely. Then it's got a little bit of, it looks like it's got a lot of swamps, so it's hard to build on, but I think it's a those. So Bonnie Springs, I think, would definitely be like the least standard map out of this pool.
Alright, so hero is gonna be Knuschelbär choice.
I've been seeing the Civ actually a little bit more often recently. I'm not exactly sure why. Come up in the weekend tournaments, it seems maybe a little bit more than we've seen them in the past.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, and I think the to say about Iroquois, but I completely forgot. I'm sorry, everybody.
Sorry, go again?
I had something to say about Iroquois, but I completely forgot as soon as I started.
It happens a lot myself.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Dictator to pick his save. I'm not sure what you can pick to counter hero on this map. Can maybe play some hashtag. Dodge also.
Yeah. The thing with Euro is that not a lot of people play them, and you don't see them that often. Even though maybe you're seeing them more often than recently, you still don't see them that often. I think a lot of players don't know their matchups too well, both playing as them and against them. For me, at least, I have no idea what to play against Euro.
Yeah,
I play whatever
I totally agree with you. I don't myself play a lot of games versus Hyrule.
And really, it's one thing like on RE on quick search, you run into Euro as depending on how I guess I miss this game, but it's a little different in tournaments, especially when they're nerfed.
Yeah, and ESOC maps are just much better than quick search maps.
Yeah.
You get more hunts, more patterns on the map, so you can just go for H2 all in with Hyrule anymore.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see it. I guess because British are good against everything, they're going to be good against Euro too. That's good.
Alright, so we're gonna see Brits versus Hyrule.
3 in the playoffs of the ESOC. Honestly, I don't know the full tournament name, but it's the playoffs of the weekend tournament series.
Yeah, exactly.
Those who are unfamiliar, we ran a weekend tournament, maybe a gap here and there. I think 7 weeks total. And the top 8, based on some scoring system, are going on to the playoffs, of which Knuschelbär and Conquerer999 made it into the top 8. So they're playing for a slot at the semifinals.
Didn't check the start. I guess it's a wood start, right? Yeah, it is.
So I guess wood start for Iroquois means they don't get 200 wood, they still only get 100. That extra travois.
Yeah, I don't really know actually. I just know that
I know
it's pretty good for
the RE patch. I think wood start means 200 wood. For EP, they lose 100 wood, so wood start means 100 wood.
I see.
If Conqueror is going to be going for that TP, it looks like. I don't know.
Yeah, he's going for it.
We're market, I see. Yeah.
I like that Brits went for market and took an XP treasure. He's just gonna get his 3 wheels right now.
Knuschelbär is going for that trading post though, so he did chop for that.
What do
Could
you
be,
mean?
and that indicates a little bit about his play, right? He's not going to be going too aggressive if he's willing to chop 100 wood.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure which one is standard, to chop for the TP in early H2 or not to chop for TP as hero. I'm not sure.
I can't say I know myself.
Oh,
Bit of a treasure contention in this middle of the map. The treasure, is more happy about just killing the Guardian and not letting it go over to the hero.
yeah. So actually, Dictator went for market, but he wasn't researching anti-dogs until now. I think he was looking for coin treasure because he was stacking like 60 wood.
A bit of fight going on. I think that the Explorer here will be okay.
Yeah.
But Conqueror would have to garrison for it, I think. So he might just let it die.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna die. So
I
Ritz
think
is
he's fine with that
aging
too.
with...
It's 45 XP, but at least he has the Explorer later on.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
of
not
course.
in too bad a situation.
Better lose this under your TC than far away. So yeah, Brits is aging quite fast actually, 16 vils.
I guess that's the typical age up when you start with only one house is 16. But it is a lot faster than what Euro's doing right now. I'm thinking Euro might just go for the fast age up option.
I'm not sure. I think he's aging slow. Yeah, he's aging with the wise woman.
Age. Okay.
I guess the fast age up is really something you want to keep for to get H3 ASAP.
Actually makes me inclined to check his deck to see if we can get any indication of what he's going to go for. Really, I think it's a pretty standard Euro
Well,
deck.
he got the most standard deck possible for Hero. With a lot of unit upgrades though. So Hero is taking a second TP. Pretty sure he's gonna invest on a stagecoach in the middle of H2. Maybe with a wood shipment.
Look at Conqueror. He aged with the tower, and he put the tower pretty close to his base. So I think he's expecting some sort of aggression coming out of the Iroquois right now.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
It's not happening. That second trading post tells me that we could see semi-FF out of Knuschelbär right now.
Well, Dictator got already high amount of hounds in his base.
Good with hurting. I didn't really remember to check the map at the very beginning, but I checked it a little bit later on. And I said, okay, I think it looks fine. You did a pretty good job hurting these then.
Yeah. That's a really defensive Warheart.
Interesting. It's defensive, but also a little bit. Maybe on previous iteration of this map, this wall here would be open.
Oh yeah.
Now it's closed.
Actually,
A
that's
little
something
bit
I
different.
experienced a few days ago. Actually, I wasn't sure why these walls were closed now, but maybe it's the new UIX maps that make the map like this.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many times this map has been iterated on. I think so. I know that there's some in response to the feedback about the map. They toned the city in the middle down a little bit. They made it only these few buildings right here. I think maybe after that they added these walls in, and that changes the dynamic of.
Yeah.
would make more sense.
Well, the game is freezing a lot.
Oh, really? Okay.
I believe Hero is gonna ship 600 coin just after.
Maybe not the best villager to go for. There are a few. There's not good
Oh wow!
right there.
It's really freezing a lot. I think players should pause the game.
Yeah. Do myself, and I'll go solve the problem real quick.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's really terrible right now. The problem in these, yeah. This lag is just awful, especially when you want to raid.
Yeah. If you think it's okay to solo cast, I'll hop back.
Are you sure it comes from you?
That'll be better.
Yeah, I also believe it comes from you. Because each time it lags, your Discord is also bugging.
I think I'm getting a spike, so I'll hop out for this game.
All right. Yeah, go for it. Alright, so 8 minutes and the hero has aged up to Fortress, so that's a pretty fast semi-FF. Not many units, but just shipping for Kenya and try to raid with them. But now we can see that he didn't ship 5 years anytime, so the eco is like twice much better for Brits. Now Brit's gonna push with a scary mass of musket and a few horse to support them. Also shipping 600 wood to sustain this manner of production, I believe. I believe players are focused. 3 Kenya raid, but there's gonna be a few hosts too. Yeah, he's gonna lose his Kenya. Not even gonna kill the Vil. I'm not sure about this decision of pushing, yeah, with Muscos against Skirmgun. Nice dodge of a crack shot. Oh, nice volley. Oh, he also shipped the crates, yeah. In H3, so actually this is gonna help him a lot to make a few long houses and probably stable. Alright, he's gonna already get one, never mind. Also get the stagecoach. I suppose he got this quite a moment ago, but I wasn't paying attention. Or maybe he's just getting it right now because he didn't ship any wood. Didn't check. Maybe with the H2 resources that he got. So right now the situation is that Hyro got much better unit and the counter the counter composition, and Brit is no way near to H, but he got at least twice the eco, a bit more. And this forest brawl was also good. Losing 2 wheels, but not the biggest deal. Brit should probably had a few longbows. Yeah, he's shipping some. Ooh, those forest brawlers are really out of position right now. Oh, nice crack shot from the hero. That's not enough musket riders to clean all he has. He just need to kite a little bit more. 8 forest brawler achievement. Yeah, now he's got definitely enough forest brawlers to deal with this, but he's still a snare. Then he's gonna lose a lot of these free volleys. Should maybe not try to fire, just try to get away and then fire and poke a bit, follow the musketeers. But these guys are so good that they can tank a bit and still get huge volleys on. Wow, and Brits such have a good eco that he already finishes all his hunts he had under his TC. I still need to kite more. He's losing too much forest brawlers for free. Maybe he's still a bit laggy and he can't really kite as he wants to. Oh, fire pit, alright. I believe Hero is gonna be okay with the 6 Anye and the musket riders. +2 from the back. Oops, never mind. And now Brit is gonna lose all his units there. Oh, it's gonna kill a Veil. Oh, careful with your Veils, that's 2 Veils lost. Like you have a 20 Veil eco, you don't really wanna lose more right now, especially when Brit's got twice your eco. Alright, Cav HP. What can Brit send right now? Cav attack. I think overall Hero is still in a good spot, but he needs to deny these resources from Brit. Otherwise, each time they trade armies like it happens, it's gonna be good for Brit. This is something Conqueror can take. He's gonna lose 3 Veils in that retreat. And the crash shot also. Wow. Rape muskets. Infantry combat right now, so these forest brawlers are now real beasts. 175 HP. Now a few muskets coming from the back. Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of Veils in that. Oh, and there's comes the GG. Wow. Alright. Player not answering. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to check the post-game graphs.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back.
I'm back. I plugged into my Ethernet, so we should be good now.
Alright, cool. So finally the Iroh player won.
Knuschelbär took
Yeah.
it? Okay, I got failed in join, so I'm going to relog.
Alright.
That's bad.
Hmm. Knusch has to veto a map first, right? Hello?
First, and then after that, Conqueror will.
It seems that a lot of the players doesn't like this rule system.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of discussion about this in the past. I think, I personally, I don't mind either way. I can see arguments in both directions. I'd probably prefer alternating a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the tournament staff on this series of tournaments is different from the traditional tournament staff. Go moving forward, it's going to be pretty much the people that you see on this tournament staff and the people you were seeing on previous tournaments are both going to be working on the next seasonal.
All right.
Probably it'll be back to well, I don't want to speculate. My guess is that it'll go back to alternating based on the feedback. But for this, I think they wanted to try out something a little bit different.
All right. And now, okay, Hudson Bay and Conqueror's gonna pick first.
So I think it's still okay. Yeah, Knuschelbär is still first pick, and he picks the Sioux, which is also a pretty cool civ.
Yeah.
Both natives twice in a row is not something you see too much in tournament play, but out of the TWC tournament anyway.
Yeah, Sue is a sorry, he's a really funny sieve. Really like them. It's not easy to play actually.
Yeah, there's a civ that I've always really wanted to learn, but I've never been able to do anything interesting with them.
Yeah, same. My Sue is pretty bad.
Well, no, that's not true. I was going to say that of the native civ, they're the one that's played the most, but actually that's just Aztecs by far.
Yeah.
I think they're one of the most infamous of the native civs. They're the hardest. They've always been the hardest to balance, it seems.
Yeah, it's difficult to balance to see if we've they got insane Cav, but already trash eco. Alright, dodge for dictator. Here we go. Score is 2-1 for Knusch. This is game 4. And we're gonna see Sioux versus Dutch on Hudson Bay.
Let's counterpick into this. I think that if you think about this is in a more like fundamental, like what is their core identity, Sioux is all about raiding and being very spread out on the map, whereas Dutch is about being very contained and being okay with having a pretty defensive structure and not necessarily getting started out as quickly as other civs.
Yeah,
so the Dutch pick here
this.
I'm really liking.
So okay, it's the summer version and with the straight TP line, so I believe it's good for you. Because there's livestock on the map and the TP is just much easier to stagecoach.
Let's see, what was the taunt to for us? I missed exactly what happened there.
Sorry, go again?
Knuschelbär said something, just gave a no out.
Yeah, I am not sure why, but I'm just checking the map, see if everything's
some
correct,
really good treasures available on this map. It looks like Knuschelbär just picked up one, getting the polar bear and the native scat out. There's a lot of opportunities for Sioux to pick up some really nice things here.
Yeah,
both in terms of the guardians and treasures.
There's gonna be a contention there. What is this? 90 food?
Looks like Conqueror does want to go for it, but okay, the polar bear turned. I think that's going to cause him to lose the.
Oh yeah, Dictator got that. But correct shooting the dwarf is quite an investment actually, because you want to kill this polar bear as soon as possible.
Exactly, I was a bit surprised about that because the polar bear was such a high value target, right? It's got so much hit points.
Yeah.
It's really good to have that crack shot. He's going to kill it anyway, but he's going to be losing a lot of Explorer HP for that.
Definitely.
So,
now he has to run back to his base.
$90 food was good. But he did lose. He's kind of out of the treasure game for the remainder of Age 1.
Yeah.
Or he's got to be very careful about how he does it.
Yeah, that's true.
Knuschelbär, sorry, is going to be picking up one of these Outlaw Riflemen. Another great pickup.
Oh, yeah.
Probably even better, actually, because it's just got so much range attack damage. The treasure itself is kind of unremarkable, but it's 80 food guarded by 2 riflemen is not worthwhile many times.
Yeah.
But the rifleman itself is
yeah,
the rifleman
such
is
a good
part
pick.
of the treasure.
Oh, 150 coin behind the Dutch base is really good for them.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I'm pretty sure Sue didn't scare it that. Anyway, Dutch is aging pretty fast actually, and Sue only now following.
Yeah, I'm guessing Sue's going to go for a 400 wood H up, and then maybe try to go into H3 after that. I would be surprised if, well, I could see them trying to play it out in H2, but I think strategy now is to just go into H3 where it's a lot easier to play the game out. Wakina Riflemen are important to Sue. It's their only, them and Rifle Riders, both H3 units, are their only really consistent way of dealing with hand infantry or heavy infantry. Since bows are not.
Yeah, that's true.
List of units, especially on the patch where the aren't as strong.
So, what do you expect from the Sue player in H2? Do you want to see some raiding animation or just a straight naked FF and try to send wood and take the stagecoach line?
I'm not too enthusiastic about, I guess, the Sue naked FF. It just feels like they're coming into H3 without a great economy and no way to really scale that economy up.
I agree with this.
My feeling is, right, they want to send 5 villagers. They want to take the trading post line if they can, which it looks like Knuschelbär is doing. Yeah, he's actually taking another trading post, so I think he's taking the full line if he can.
Yeah.
And I really like that play because I think if you just go straight into H3, growing your economy, outside of making extra trading posts or town centers, which is not always an option that's presented to you if your opponent's basically putting any aggression on you at all.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, that's a second Outlaw Rifleman. Those guys are so good.
Yeah, I mean, these are going to be very valuable. Like, they lose value as the game goes on, but early game, these...
He's gonna take the 3 TPs, but he doesn't have the wood to research the stagecoach anytime yet.
Yeah. I could see him sending 5 villagers, using these 3 trading posts maybe to ship another card really quickly and then go straight to H3 after that. It looks like we're going to see 700 gold coming in. That's my best guess.
Yeah, I believe so.
And
he's gonna go for this with no units.
I think this is fine.
Not sure why Dutch is going stable actually. That's kinda risky versus you.
Yeah, it's probably the building you don't want to be making if Sue's playing it out in H2.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're going to beat Axe Riders or Bull Riders.
But well, Sue is not making any units and he doesn't have any military building, so might be okay with a few.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to work out here. Yeah. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to get some counter rating done.
Oh, I like what Knusch did. He just overgathered 200 coin and trade them for... Oh, maybe not actually. Oh no, never mind. That's the stagecoach.
Yeah, but he's going to be clicking up about right now. And I think he's got a decent position coming in. He aged up a lot faster. You can look at Conqueror and he is... he's a little bit overgathered on gold. He's a little bit slower on the food.
Oh, we got a donation, I believe.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, Xili Flower donated $5. Sue for I will spank you. Yeah.
Ik kan me niet bewegen.
Well, thanks very much, Xili Flower. We appreciate the donation.
Yeah.
If you're watching, just note that Knuschelbär has played your native civs in 2 of the last 2 matches. And Iroquois.
I feel a bit sorry that I didn't really... I'm not sure if the donation box is really well settled on my PC, so I'm not 100% sure that the donation showed up live.
From what I saw, you've been doing great with the tech side of getting the stream running. Like you had the overlay all set up with the animations. I heard the donation message coming in through your speakers.
Yeah, it was quite loud actually. Alright, so using the just wood stagecoach to make a fire pit, a war hut, and a stable from you. I really like that. Now both players are AoE3, and I believe even with the stagecoach, Dutch still have a better eco with 5 banks.
Dutch is ahead in the eco, but Knuschelbär is put together a really nice build. He's got a lot of units coming out. He made 5 Burkina. He's even got or shipped another 9, and he's even got a few natives coming in along. And when I say natives, I mean the outlaw riflemen and the Cherokee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, didn't really recognize that because you get the same. I don't know how to. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. 1K.
And using that really interesting new system of letting the Wakina build the trading the TPs.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of seen this used all the time, and I haven't seen it explored a lot, but it's an interesting design as Suez Blade.
Yeah, that's true. 1K wood for Dutch and 5x riders for Sue. Yeah, I believe Dutch is gonna try to total a bit more and maybe use his back resources there. But I like that Knusch just put it an outlaw to scout when Dutch is gonna run out of resources.
Yeah, definitely. You interested in seeing that outlaw pistolero go back into the main army and then putting an axe rider there instead? It's such a good unit, and it's actually going to get pretty hard to shoot to target down.
Yeah.
In this massive Wakina.
It seems that Sue is going for the contain. He's setting up the area with TPs.
Dutch is pretty content right now, at least, to stay contained like this. I don't think
he's got an untouched eco, so must feel really...
So that this mine does run out in 250 gold. And after that, he's going to have to go to the north or try to push out. And I think both options are a little bit tricky.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I guess the Dutch army, comparing skirmishers to Wakina, I guess the skirmishers do win that.
Yeah, skirmishers are better.
But there are a lot of axe riders, and so it's a lot harder to push out and to defend.
Definitely, especially in 2 TPs. And yeah, as you were saying, the mine has run out, so now he's gonna... Yeah, alright, he's gonna make a wall. I like this.
Yeah, I love that decision already. That's like a lot of players will get raided and they'll say, okay, I need a wall here, and then they'll make the wall. But I'm really liking how Conqueror is just proactively saying, I know I'm going to get raided here, so I'm going to put a wall up.
That's really a lot of axe riders.
Skirmishers were maybe just a tad out of position, but not that much. Yeah, actually, sieging down these houses is not so bad, right? That's
that's not really good either.
He lost a lot of axe riders, more than I expected off that.
3 axe riders, not very good trade for one house.
The thought was that if he had, I guess, maybe twice as many axe riders, right? He can just siege down these houses for free.
Could also,
because are never going to.
Could also siege tents. Oh, he shipped the Axe Rider card that gives 6 Axe Riders and improving by 20% the HP, I believe.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's really good for him here.
Yeah, that's really good versus Touch.
Interesting. I'm trying to check. So interestingly, these Axe Riders have different HP. So some of those Axe Riders have 362, and then others have 398. And I think it's depending on whether it's shipped or not.
No, yeah. In fact, it's the TP area that affects some that have some Axe Riders and some not.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was getting a bit confused for a minute there. Let's see, where's he going?
I feel the eco is getting similar right now. Like there's 14 VL deficit, but the stagecoach is working a lot for you, so it's quite similar actually.
We have to think. Okay, what happens when this mine runs out?
Yeah.
What's and this hunt? Where does he go after that? He has to go onto one of these mines. What's his next hunt? Well, he doesn't really have one. He has to go really far out for that.
Yeah.
Question is he going to have a big enough army to handle that? The answer is maybe. I don't know.
I would like to see Cav combat next for sure. 3 dog soldiers is okay. It's okay, I believe also.
It's a little.
Well, he gets
they kind of would get
28 Axe Riders, so I guess Cav combat is just better than 3 dog soldiers, but maybe he's gonna try to big button right now. He's got a lot of vills on food.
I've noticed that Knuschelbär has been moving his scout around a little bit. I'd really actually like to see him be a little bit more aggressive with the scouting in that too, because he knows that the Explorer for Conqueror is dead.
Yeah.
So there's no real threat of having this scout revealed. Somehow units got snuck up over here. I don't know how that happened, but...
Oh. I see he's going siege dance right now.
Apparently siege dance is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna call big button anytime soon. Oh, maybe not actually. I don't know. He gets all villas on food. And it's just 15 minutes, so if you call big button right now, you're gonna get 5 dog soldiers out.
He almost got that bank, not quite.
Oh.
You can see Conqueror is trying to make a little bit of a Hussar switch. He's got a few out, and that might actually be effective, depending on how many of these Axe Riders live through a fight.
Yeah. I believe Sue can poke with Wakinas in these 2 TPs.
And actually, this is a pretty good connection. The Rovers weren't really in position there. He is going to lose a lot, and the Axe Riders are going to be able to tank quite a bit.
I like this house from Conqueror. He needs them.
Be a little bit careful now. The Axe Riders are like taking the full damage from the Reuters now, and he's not killing a lot of the Reuters. There's still a lot left, but there's still so many Axe Riders out.
Wow. And Knusch is stacking like almost 2k food right now.
Be careful there. He's got all his villagers on food, and he's probably looking for another mine, but...
Yeah, probably.
And 1,500 food, so I think the big button is about to come.
Yeah.
This could be a good timing for it.
Knusch is stacking a shipment for a while. Imagine like the timing with big button and Cav combat.
Where would the dog soldiers come out of? They'd have to come out of... It doesn't have a... Okay, yeah, the dog soldiers are out, but they're coming out from a pretty long distance. It's not like a great... catching off all the skirmishers.
Yeah.
There, but I think there's just too many Reuters right now for these dog soldiers.
I think Sue needs to make more TPs in the area if he really want to fight there. You can drop like 5 or 6 TPs close to each other's and just get insane Wakinas, and then there's nothing Dutch can do.
One thing that is going well for the Sioux, at least, is that the economic gap has actually started to favor him a little bit. He's 10 villagers behind now, or 10 recalculated economic unit population behind, which doesn't account for the trading posts. He's what, like 5 villagers ahead now in the calculation. He was losing all these TPs, which is not great, and villagers dancing. So I guess you have to account for that.
Maybe not actually. SU carry so fast. He's making a few ball riders. Alright.
And this decision is tricky, right? Because these bow riders aren't upgraded.
Yeah, it's quite an investment right now. He's still on 1 stable, 1 war hot. When Dutch can spam from 2 rags to stable.
I don't know. I think that he's kind of trying to delay the inevitable here. His economy...
He missed his window, I believe.
I think his economy is technically better in terms of the villager count, but he's got so many villagers dancing that it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah, that's true. Have to keep in mind that. So. Okay, HP. I need to set his fire pit on war dance. I think he's forgetting about that.
I think so. I think he switched off siege dance, but I don't know what he's on right now. I think he might have just misclicked that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he's gonna get clean, and that's GG, I believe. Yep, here we go.
So, I do have to apologize, but I talked to Conquerer about this, that I might have to drop out for game 5. I don't know if you have time to get another co-caster. I have to go get my feathers picked. As you know, ducks have to clean out their feathers every
yeah, no problem.
And, I think was a lot of fun casting with you. Best of luck in game 5. Really excited to see how it goes.
Thank you. Alright, thanks for casting. It was cool.
Yeah, see you later.
Okay, see you. All right. So, sorry for this. Let's quickly check the graph. Dutch has more stuff, but a few units were better, like it was mostly Reuters skirms, and I really believe that Joaquinas can beat skirms into TPs. I think he missed his window when he was here. He was floating a shipment for a while, and I think we can see that on the shipment graph. Shipments. Maybe not that much, but yeah, I think it's this one. You can see this one is faster, but I really feel that if he was able to get a timing with dog soldiers, try to fight into TPs and get calf combat meanwhile, and get a few surround, like having Joaquinas there, and maybe you can get something out. You could have just said move those writers, but now it's too late. Like Conqueror also get calf combat and the arsenal, and as soon as he started making a house, he got something to body block, and that's too late for you. So Dictator won. So I believe it's Knusch veto map. No. Yeah, it's Kong veto map. Alright, Alaska. So Great Basin of Florida. Okay, map gonna be Great Basin. Alright, Dick is gonna play Germany. On the Great Basin. Let's see if we can get Kaiser on Discord.
Hello again.
Hey.
Hey, yeah, I mean, alright, yeah, so I don't know, I didn't really follow, but look like Duck has something to do, so...
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, just gonna co-cast with you for the last one.
Alright, nice. Still better to get a good co-caster for last game.
Yeah, it's better to have 2 people than 1, so...
Yeah.
Alright, looks like they agreed on that.
Yeah, Knusch get the last counter pick and he choose Brit. Oh yeah, and the map is Great Basin.
Yeah, it's actually hard for Dictator that he is the one who needs to pick first on this last last game, this match point.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see. It's quite a classic matchup. Brits against Germany. I guess it's still Brit favor in this patch because the 5 wood nerf doesn't really matter, and the Olan HP nerf is a much bigger deal than 5 wood on the Menos, so...
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we might see some problems with the map again, but no, it's okay. I think the map is fair this time. Don't have to rehost. At least the first 3 hunts are okay.
Yeah. The 4th hunt would be better for Dictator, but I think we can go with this.
Yeah.
Like, this is just a bit empty here for Knuschelbär, you know, but I think it's fine. Yeah, we should go with it.
Alright.
Alright. So yeah, just I let you introduce the player, you're the main streamer, so...
Alright. So the score in this series is 2-2, and we're gonna see a last game. Dictator playing in the bottom of the map has Germany versus Knuschelbär, Brits in the color green in the top of the map. Great Basin, and it's a wood start, so both players went for a TP actually.
Yeah, which is of course very expectable for Germany because they love to take a trading post, but is not necessarily a thing for Brits. Like some people like to take a TP and send Virginia Company, or then even sometimes just send nothing and just keep the FP. But most people don't go for a TP. I personally, well, I'm not a big Brit player, but I think it's good to go for TP Virginia Company. Just feels strong, I think.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Knusch does have the Virginia Company in deck, so probably gonna go for that.
He put his mana quite aggressively for first stage 1 mana.
Wow, yeah, that's just like a lot of walking time.
Maybe he was just looking for his second or third hunt and wanted to...
He definitely scouted that.
Yeah, that's true. Even that with the TP line of sight.
Yeah. I think he just wants to take the map control with Manos, but I don't really like it in age 1 because it's gonna make you age up much later. I mean,
Yeah.
not much, but a bit later. And it's also like when you anyway gonna go for Virginia Company, you can anyway build your manors everywhere in transition, no problem. You don't really need to do that in H1. I mean, your manors are cheap, so you make more of them, so you get a lot of line of sight. And even if they get sieged down, you don't really care because they're so cheap you can make them again, and it's just extra villagers for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You usually max at 200 manors when you go Virginia Company, so then if your opponent sieges down 1 manor, you can just make it back for 90 wood, which is a good trade. But yeah, we will see what Knusch does. But it looks like just big map control with manors, kind of a team play actually, and very greedy 3 villager Virginia Company with a trading post. So now we will have to see what Germany does to answer this.
Yeah.
But we should maybe focus more on the age 1 now.
150 coin for Brits. That's
Yeah,
that's quite a
basically.
lot.
It's the only big treasure taken so far.
Yeah.
And
There's
just-
80 wood there.
yeah, exactly. And that's it, pretty much. It's not a map with a lot of treasures.
Yeah.
It's a map
Sometimes
where
there is a 150 wood treasure with 3 grizzlies, but not this time.
Yeah, it's like on is it California or Carolina? No, it's California. It's like on California, which is the RE version of this map, but there's water and stuff. But it's kind of the same treasures, and it's the same thing. You got mostly really shitty treasures, and then you got a couple of really good ones, like 150 coin, 80 wood, sometimes 150 wood, like you said, yeah.
Yeah.
But this time it's just only 2 big treasures, and then only crap, basically.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
And
so Virginia Company for Brits.
And here we have a bit of action. He's just building manors there next to the treasure.
Oh yeah.
It's not quite as good as stealing with an explorer, because Dictator now can kind of take his time because the villager can't snipe the cougar, you know.
Well, yeah, but that's kind of a risk to take your time. Oh no.
Oh yeah, not the greatest passing.
Oh, never mind.
It's
Make me sneeze.
But yeah, Virginia Company, like you said. And he still has a shipment ready, because his TP line is quite good, I think. So he got enough XP for shipment ready. Only at 50 pop of mana so far. So I'm not sure if he's gonna boom more or if he's gonna...
I'll probably
he's
drop
already
the racks.
booming the racks. Okay. It's like usually you don't really build your racks directly because you want to boom more, because you have cheaper manos. But to be fair, he aged up quite late. He aged up at 440 and not at the regular 410 age up. So maybe he was afraid of the raids.
Yeah, actually, I think you can do this VC build and drop a racks 15 or 20 seconds later versus a sieve like France, where you know there's not gonna be Cav to that early, but versus Germany free Yunan, yeah, I think you want a few musket or pikes ASAP.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I guess it depends if he wants to be more in base. You don't really need units to deal with to Cav if you have all your villas inside of your base, but I guess when he's like
it's a bit
with
spread
villagers
on the map, so.
here and there on the map, he wants to have some pikes ready to defend. And they're in a good spot now to catch this first raid.
Yeah, that's a nice...
Oh, he reacted just in time, but he could have taken this fight.
Yeah, I don't like splitting the pikes versus Yulans, but...
Yeah. Germany going for naked FF, early TP, 3 wagon, 700 coin. So that's like what Hazard did against Rafael, except I don't think he's gonna go for fast industrial. But yeah, that's definitely a way to counter this Virginia Company build, I think. If he can get the unit shipment early and train some big batches and just push, he might have time to do a lot of damage.
That's what you will do as Germany, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Maybe, yeah. It's definitely one of the builds I could do against Virginia Company. But maybe on this map with so spread hunts, I think I would just go for a slow cav semi, like 3 settler wagon, 700 wood, 700 coin. Just make like 15 cav and run around, split them. Because right now you see there's not so many pikes. And he would have probably made more if Dictator was making more lands. But still, I mean, you know, there's not a lot to defend the raids here. And this hunt is still far away. This one is also very exposed, so I feel like Dictator could have been maybe raiding instead, but it's also fine.
Yeah.
It's also fine. And you see Knusch is gonna ship probably 700 coin next to Age, but it's gonna be on the way only now, while Dictator is already H3. And then Knusch still needs 2 minutes to age up. I mean, 1 minute 50 or something to age up because he got the slow age. So there's more than 2 minutes now for Dictator to deal some damage.
This backward is a bit painful.
Yeah. I hope he just goes for 8 skirmishers first. It's not very safe because if Brits was playing H2 and making cav, you could have a problem, and you do see a stable here. Or 1k wood. This is exactly the same mistake like Hazard did against Raphael. You don't want to be going for such a fast FF if you then anyway just go greedy. The point of going 700 coins so fast and making no units is that you want to pressure in an early fortress and not to ship 1k wood and then just sit in your base.
Oh, he's even sieging a manor.
Yeah, Virginia Company manor.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay because Knusch has only 160 pop of manors anyway, so it doesn't really matter if he's losing one or not. He's not maxed, so it's not gonna give him a free wheel right now.
Yeah.
But potentially, if he wants to max his manors, and he's kind of maxing them, it's gonna be just one more wheel soon for Knusch. Well, to be fair, I mean, it also works to just go for a timing with 1k wood, just spend your wood and then ship some shipment, like unit shipment, and then push, because he's still gonna be pushing before Knusch is H3.
Well, what do you think of 1k wood, 1k gold? And like double stable or something like this?
That's a build that works in some cases, but I don't think you can afford to do that against Brit going full greed. I think 1k wood is already a bit too greedy in this case, and I think 1k wood, 1k gold is definitely too greedy.
Alright.
I also dislike the war wagons because it's the kind of stuff where the people go longbow pikes and IFF, and then your war wagons just don't do much against longbows. I'm not sure. He's winning 1k coin, in fact, yeah. But then again, you also can't really do that because if you don't ship 700 wood in Colonial, you don't really have the pop space to go 1k gold plus without 700 wood. Because right now you're going to see he's probably going to ship Jaegers or something, which would be why he made war wagons, and that would make sense. And then he will have no pop space, so he will need to buy or to chop some wood.
At least you can afford to buy like 200 wood with the 1k coin, but yeah, that's not really efficient.
Yes, it's not exactly what you want to do. I mean, it's fine, but I don't think... I mean, you see now, Dictator just doesn't have much stuff on the field.
Yeah.
Because he's just shipped 2 times crates and he's floating 1k5 gold. And now Brits is H3, he's popping stuff, he's going to ship 10 longbows probably and just upgrade his units. He's already upgrading longbows and soon Hussars, I expect. And then it's going to be hard for Germany to do anything about it. Imagine how much pressure he could have applied on this hunt here if he just came with at least his second shipment being units or his first shipment.
Yeah, I agree.
And now you see longbows, 1 volley. This settler wagon, this war wagon is already almost dead.
Yeah, and same for the Ural.
Yeah, so that's just like looking bad for Dictator now. It's not over, but I don't see a reason to be Germany right now.
Brit is a bit low on the anti-cav, so maybe Dictator can recognize that, but...
Yeah, I mean, it should be a win for Brits now, but then of course it's possible that Knuschelbär makes mistakes.
Yeah, or even a big raid there.
Yeah, let's not forget this is true. Like, Brit is still running out of food. Like, he got only a few hunts left in this spot where he got his army on the right of his base. And then there's another one on the bottom here, but it's not really safe.
Just scouted that though.
Oh wow,
I didn't see that because I had the fog of war on.
Yeah, both players have this hunt actually, but also look here, Dictator didn't scout it, but there's one animal just poking his head out.
Yeah, you can see it.
So he's herding here, which is risky because I think he already lost one villager.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, to a house.
Oh.
And instead he could be behind his TC or at least herding this one.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's not a great position, but we do have Jaegers, so that's the reason why Dictator was going for war wagons. But I don't know, it's really slow, and it's also very good against bridges because they have longbows, so you don't want to keep going for skirm war wagon.
So that's 4 VLs dying for bits. It doesn't have village HP though. I would just raid a lot versus that. Yeah, but the miner's gonna spot them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking tough for Germany. You also can see it in the score.
Well, the Jaegers don't count in the score.
Yeah, the army are probably equal, but the longer this goes, the better it is for it.
Yeah, like Germany got more stuff, but his units are weaker. Even if he got Jaegers, like Bridges got longbows, and you can't go for skirm war against longbows basically.
Yeah.
And then his Ulans are nerfs, war wagons are just shit. So yeah, I definitely prefer having goons and Huss and longbows compared to the German army right now. But... okay, maybe a fight now coming. 9 Cav for Dictator.
9 Ulan also on the way.
Maybe
there's a lot of longbows.
He needs the extra Cav, but look, his positioning from Knusch, he's just going behind his men.
Yeah. Which is really good.
Germany could do something now, like, he got stuff, you know, but he's just a bit afraid, which I can understand, but you can't give too much time to Brits. It's gonna be a one big fight game anyways. It's gonna be one big fight, and whoever wins it will win the game probably.
Oh, 2 Falconets.
Yeah, and that's also not good for Germany. Like, he had the opportunity to fight before Falcons, and now it's gonna be much more painful for him.
Yeah, that's true.
You can usually use the range of your war wagons to snipe Falconets, but when there's so many longbows, it's not easy.
Yeah, I agree. Brits is gonna go for a raid.
Sorry?
Yeah. Oh, never mind. He ran back when he saw the skirmishers near this manor.
Yeah, kind of lucky for Dictator. He would have lost all the villagers there. Oh, some units getting caught here.
Yeah, that's 3 Ulan.
Definitely not what Germany wants right now. I feel like, yeah, Germany has just been playing way too passive.
Yeah, I feel so also.
And he still somehow got only 180 pop of stuff, which is what you should get 2 minutes ago. Okay, he's just gonna go in, which is a good positioning, but there's the trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of trees and the falcons can be reached.
Yeah.
And the Ulan are just fighting pipes right now. Yeah, this is over.
You can't wait so much and you take a fight. Look, he got cap combat, but still, you know, doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah, it's still EP Ulan.
Well, even on RE, if he would play it like this, he would lose the same way, to be honest. It's game over now, so there's no coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do something early on against Brits, especially if you go for this naked FF.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there might be a way to come back for Germany if you could somehow like clean up all these bills or something and then buy enough time to survive, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, an 8 Capel raid.
Yeah.
Especially on those villas that doesn't have vil HP.
Oh yeah, Novi's HP against Germany is probably a mistake. But there is no hackable shipment, by the way.
Yeah.
And these villagers, yeah, are gonna get scouted by this green bill.
Yeah, and the gold mine is the same.
And
This
green
man
is just going straight for it, and I expect Dictator to resign
Yeah.
when he loses his stuff. Oh, the two farts running into Uhlans, maybe? Oh, wait. What is he doing? No.
Falk raid.
Well, this is maybe what Knusch needs, but I think it's not enough.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his Yunan anyway.
He's also got calf combat himself.
Yeah, those hearts are very good right now.
This is a point where you can literally go pure boon against Germany because they will not remask skirmishers after dying and losing Jaegers and everything, and you can just make pure boon and run around, and Germany will never come back from this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just game over now. It was a good game, but just Dictator hesitating a bit too much. He could have won the game, I think. There was some fights he could have taken, and yeah.
Yeah, he didn't manage to find the right spot to engage.
Yeah.
Because every time he wanted to pressure the hunts or the base of the Brit player just went straight behind his market and TC and manners with longbows, and that's exactly how you don't want to push with Yunan.
Yeah, but at the same time you can't wait too much, so it's always a bit hard. You need to decide between taking a fight that could maybe go wrong because the guy is camping in his base with the longbows, or not taking a fight and giving Brits too much time. So yeah, maybe he should have tried to pressure a bit more the resources. I think he did a decent job, but yeah, I was just too greedy and just not aggressive enough, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
Anyway, yeah, that's it then. So Knuschelbär makes it to the semifinals. Congratulations to him.
Yeah.
And well played by Dictator. It was a close series.
Yeah, there was some really good games. So yeah, good luck to Knuschelbär, and also good luck to Lord Raphael. And we're gonna leave you here, I believe.